There's a story as old as time, written in invisible ink between souls. The story of the empath and the narcissist. The empath, soft-spoken, intuitive, giving, kind-hearted to the core. The narcissist, charming on the surface, calculated underneath, hungry not for love, but for control. At first, it feels like magic. The narcissist mirrors the empath's light, reflects back their dreams, their language, their rhythm. It feels like home, like destiny, like a fairy tale just beginning. But it's not love. It's a trap disguised as romance. You see, the narcissist studies people the way a hunter studies prey. They are skilled in mimicry, fluent in false intimacy. They know just what to say, just how to look at you, just how to make you feel chosen, so you'll hand over your heart without hesitation. And the empath, led by love, not logic, doesn't see the mask. Not yet. The empath sees the wounded inner child, not the manipulative adult. They fall in love with the potential, the what could be, not the reality of who stands before them. They give and give and give, thinking maybe their love will be enough to heal what's broken. But the narcissist doesn't want to heal. They want supply. Control. Worship. Validation. So they take your time. Your peace. Your joy. Your identity. And they give just enough to keep you hoping. Just enough breadcrumbs to keep you crawling back for more. And when you finally begin to question the imbalance, the gaslighting begins. Suddenly, your reality is called into question. You're too sensitive. You're overreacting. You're imagining things. They twist your words, rewrite history, make you doubt your own intuition. And so, the empath stays. Confused, depleted, lost, believing love is sacrifice. That walking on eggshells is just a phase. That maybe, just maybe, they can fix this. But let this truth settle deep in your soul. You cannot fix what someone refuses to admit is broken. Empath, you are not crazy. You are not dramatic. You are not too much. You are someone who loved deeply and were manipulated for it. And yet, there is something powerful about the empath's heart. Because when the awakening happens, when the veil lifts, it doesn't come quietly. It comes like fire, like thunder, like truth pouring into every dark corner. The empath begins to remember who they were before the gaslighting, before the trauma bond, before the cycle of idealize, devalue, discard. They remember their light, their voice, their worth, and something begins to shift. The empath stops explaining, stops begging, stops hoping that the narcissist will change. Because finally, they understand. Closure doesn't come from the narcissist. It comes from reclaiming your power. The journey out isn't easy. There will be tears. Rage, regret, but there will also be freedom. Because every step away from the narcissist is a step back toward yourself. And as the narcissist seeks new supply, someone else to trap in the illusion, the empath heals, learns, transforms. They set boundaries. They stop confusing pain with love. They learn to protect their energy like sacred ground. They stop pouring into those who drink from their cup and never fill it in return. They realize that love is not supposed to hurt. That love doesn't manipulate, isolate, or belittle. Real love feels safe, nourishing, empowering. And most of all, mutual. The narcissist, without supply, returns to their cycle. But then, they break the cycle. They rise wiser. Stronger. More intuitive than ever. They no longer settle for crumbs. They no longer betray themselves to keep someone else comfortable. They understand now that their empathy is not a weakness. It's a superpower. When protected, and eventually, The day comes when the empath no longer thinks of the narcissist with pain, but with peace. Not because it wasn't real, but because they chose to rise above it. They know who they are now. They are the light that cannot be dimmed, the love that cannot be twisted, the soul that found its way home after nearly being destroyed by someone who never knew how to love. And to every empath listening now, you didn't lose them. They lost you. And what you gained in the process, self-love, boundaries, wisdom, that is worth more than anything they ever gave you. You are not broken. You are reborn. Let them play the same old game with someone else. You're out of the arena now. You're free. You're healing. You're rising. And this is the beginning of your most powerful chapter yet.